welcome to that Double D team. I'm D, and if you didn't know, you should know.
It's your boy JD.
We are back for this episode of the Marvel Netflix TV series. We're doing the Daredevil 1, Jessica Jones 1, Daredevil 2, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Defenders, Punisher, so on. We've already uploaded and done our Daredevil Season 1. Today's video is for Jessica Jones Season 1. The second in the Marvel chronological series so far on Netflix. Starring Krysten Ritter, David Tennant, obviously first appearance of Mike Colter as Luke Cage, recurring role for Claire Temple, Rosario, Dawson, Carrie-Anne, Janet Hogarth. So yeah, let's jump into it, shall we? Delve deep. JD, thoughts on Season 1, Jessica Jones?
My thought, I was up and down with it because for me it's not like one of them seasons or them shows where if I watch one episode I have to watch like another one straight away. Like, I
don't think you could binge it in a week, in a day, a weekend. Yeah, but I think after a few episodes, you might need a little break just because of the drama and the actual tenure and topics of what are in the episode about abuse and
I think for me, because I pretty much binged like the second half of the season. The first half I just like watched it, like I drip fed myself. For the first one. The second season, the second half I just binged through it. And for me, I was up and down. Like I said, it wasn't like I wasn't like excited by it, but there were some good actors in there. David Tennant, I gotta say, it was an interesting choice, an intriguing choice, but a good choice. I think he did really well as a villain.
Considering what we just got with D'Onofrio as Kingpin, Tennant comes through and gives you that performance as Kilgrave, contrasting. But both.
That's one of the first things that I thought of. Villains. As soon as I saw David Tennant, I was thinking like, I can go from D'Onofrio to Tennant.
because he's too smiley and likable, for him to be a villain. But that element of him, for such a sadistic bastard, was contrasting. Like, I kind of like him, but I kind of don't.
And for us as well, like for us Brits as well, we know him as Doctor Who. For all those who don't know, Doctor Who's like a really popular TV show, goes back from like the 60s or even longer than that. And he was one of the main characters, or a new Doctor.
He was the new Doctor. So I never really watched the show, but I was aware that he had it. He's obviously came up through British stage.
So I only know him through like some comedic elements of some comedic shows and that. So this is the first time I saw him as like an actual serious villainous type of role.
Purple themed Loki.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe him. A purple themed Loki.
I'm repping today with my purp.
I think David Tennant was good. Like I said, I didn't get really into it until like the midway through the season, where David Tennant started showing up more, or Kilgrave started showing up more.
I don't think you could throw him in straight away from episode 1, because you got to introduce yourself to Jess. What's her story about? Who are her friends? What's going on? And then, who's this guy? Then you delve into Kilgrave, aka Kevin, and then when you start learning that at the end and the finale, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good story season for Jessica Jones and Marvel. Not as maybe entertaining or as fun as Daredevil in the previous season, but with a character like Jessica Jones, you're not really going to get that unless you get those little moments from her character, like the sassiness, the wisecracking, just zero fucks given in her response. And I love Jessica Jones.
One of them people who appears to be closed off, like emotionally closed off, but you can tell she cares about some people. Or one or two people like in her life.
The season, I don't think hit the standards of Daredevil for enjoyability, but quality wise, it's probably one of Marvel's best so far out of all of them.
I think
maybe not enjoyable because a lot of people like for the themes and everything like that, but Krysten Ritter was amazing as Jessica Jones, and especially when you catch up and you see Defenders, she's an absolute highlight. The whole season maybe might not have enthralled everyone, but Jessica Jones on her own, I want to see her in anything.
I think she'll make a good character like in a film. Well, my personal opinion is I think that Jessica Jones would make a good film, but a TV show, I have to like watch more of it. Like when season 2 comes along, I'll watch a few episodes and maybe if I like it, I'll carry on watching it.
But season 2 is dropping very soon actually, which is coincided with us trying to do this season 1 video. So
by the time you see this, season 2 should already be started.
Just be started, I think we're a week early, but it'll be coming up soon. So we'll kick off with the show. You start off with Jessica Jones on a job, doing her typical PI, private detective type of stuff. For anyone who doesn't know Jessica Jones, she is a PI detective from Alias, which is the name of her agency. She's an alcoholic, anger management, former superhero. let's go, shall we? Well, apparently she's had these powers for ages, isn't it?
Yeah,
she used to kind of do good stuff, and then stuff happened, and she stopped, and then it goes much more into the comics and everything, because in the comics and Marvel lore, Jessica Jones is probably top 5 powerful people in MCU.
She didn't look like it,
because just power wise, like sick. Maybe not if you're involving gods and that, but like human superhero, she's up there. Depends on how they scaled it in the MCU.
Yeah, because it didn't seem like she was that. Well, she was powerful, like strength-wise, she was strong, but
untapped, bro. When she's got confidence in herself,
the full potential.
She can do what she wants. It's all about confidence.
All right.
So she's on a job. Just like I think she's on a ledge taking pictures of some people, some guy cheating. Fine. She goes to take a little break, has a little drink in a bar. I obviously mentioned alcoholic, and she runs into Luke Cage, but because it's been a while since I watched it, was it Luke Cage's bar?
Yeah, it was his bar, and then Luke Cage serves her.
And they have a nice little to and fro, and a little monologue and that. Like, okay,
and I think that's when
little heat there.
I think some next girl comes in, and like she wants to try and sleep with Luke Cage or something, but then Luke Cage knows that she's already married or something like that. Something like that anyway.
She's just putting it on him, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good, mate. I've already clutched me some milk and magnesium tonight." Don't be a menace. If anyone doesn't get arrested.
After the devil made you, he broke the mold. Maybe.
So they get chatting. You see, they've got a nice little bit of rapport, which is really good, because in real life as well, Krysten, Ritter, and Mike Colter, whenever they were on press tours, their personalities bounced off each other. I seriously thought, no slander, they were getting it on real life based on the sexual chemistry on the show and when they were together and that. But just the camaraderie between the whole group and the cast was really good.
That's key, I think. Off camera, if you don't get on with each other off camera, then I don't think it will portray well in on the show, in camera or on camera.
So I think this does happen like in a later recursion, but Jessica figures out Luke has powers. They have a fight in the bar, and she figures it out, and they're both kicking ass.
Yeah.
And then eventually you get to have some superhero sex. Like Luke can finally fully unload in it. And like,
I love that scene as well. There's a scene where like they're both outside eating dinner or something, or eating lunch, and then like Jessica goes like, "Do you want some more?" And Luke goes, "Nah, I'm full, mate." She goes, "Nah, I ain't talking about food." Next thing you know, back to his house.
Well, it's Luke's line, isn't it? You want some coffee? As soon as Luke Cage drops that bar, mate. Let's get it on.
I need to watch Luke. Well, I've got Luke Cage, and I'm going to start watching that next. So I've not seen Luke
Daredevil
Cage.
2 next.
Oh, Daredevil 2 next.
Then Luke.
Okay.
But really good. Mike Colter even says he's sweet Christmas. Bad man.
He's dropping bars, man.
From the comics and everything, like you gotta love Mike Colter. What a G, man. Then I think the whole case pops up. You see some girl, I think she's Hope Schlottman. She's like the MacGuffin for the whole series. She's killed her parents, gets framed for it. But she says, she was controlled by someone. This triggers something for Jessica from her past. She knows what it is, so she tries to investigate it. Speaks with Carrie-Anne Moss, her ally, who I think they've had a bit of history previously. I don't think they're pally, but obviously detective. Agent and a lawyer.
Plus, I think because she knows about like her abilities as well, don't she? I think even though she don't like Jessica, she keeps her around for like, or she can use her for like hardcore shit if needs be. So Jessie's like, Hogarth, this is what's going on. I think it's my man again. She agrees to take the case, but she needs proof. So she's like, Jessica, you go do your thing, I'll do mine. So then Jess tries to go and hunt down what's been going on. I think she looks into, it's IGH, like a medical facility or experimental type of program. I think Luke Cage was from there as well.
I think he's a branch of it. I'm still waiting for Luke Cage season 2, Jessica Jones season 2 to expand on it more. But I also think because when Jess goes to see like her adopted mother, which is Patsy's mum, because Patsy's the best friend. Patsy's like some childhood TV star from back in the day, in a former model. She's now got a radio host. She's like Jessie's adoptive sister, so best mates kind of family. And Jess realises like a lot of the documents that she had when she was adopted and that, where she came from, and that maybe had something to do with IGH. And you also see this in the romantic link that Patsy has with, you know his name, because I know Simpson. Yeah. I only know him as Nuke. I'm not sure they mention or reference the name Nuke in the show.
I don't think
he's definitely playing that character from the comics, like a army type cop guy takes some experimental drugs to become powered up to go and fight people.
I want to know
the
more
red,
about
blue,
that
the
as well.
blue pill. Which one do you take? Don't take both. Don't take them in a certain amount of time together. It'll
Matrix,
skip you out.
A bit of Matrix reference there. We've got Carrie-Anne Moss, and you got the red pill and blue pill.
The blue pill.
You know.
And obviously this guy's he's got good intentions, but
the way he goes about it.
It's the way he goes about it.
Yeah,
You know, especially like
right,
his overhanded tactics with Patsy. And that's when she starts getting put off a bit, because she was down for the deal at first.
Yeah, man, that's what I was thinking.
Like,
I thought, man, was this guy's way too thirsty for that, man. But then I realised that he wants like to be with Jessica, not be with Jessica, but like get close to Jessica so she can like go and kill Grave.
Yeah, because he wants to just get it resolved in it and all done. So it's not a love triangle, but you can see Will's kind of playing his part in that role. So that's pretty decent. I think obviously he's got the links with IGH and that experiment. Luke obviously from his past, Jessica from hers. Patsy's also kind of got some information about this as well from like her either a story from the radio host or something like that, because she's aware of it. Yeah. But I don't think she's fully involved as to what it entails with Jess and Will. So they go look into that for further information. And then I think at this point Jess reveals to Luke, because she's having flashbacks and everything about what Kilgrave did to her, because Kilgrave met Jessica when she was younger. Oh, this one actually she killed Finger's wife, Luke's wife. Ritter. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, was it Ritter or Reaver? Reaver Connors. Reaver. So yeah, obviously Kilgrave was Jessica back in the day. Anything Kilgrave says, that person does it. In defense of Kilgrave on this one though, he did say take care of her, not kill her. Yeah. Right. Which so we'll come to later. Yeah, we'll come to that when he says that as well. Co-sign it. But the type of character he is, if he says take care of something, then usually means like yo. Yeah. No, come on. So then this shakes Luke, because obviously that was his wife, that's the love of his life, and he realises who killed her was the woman that he's now falling for. So he's having a lot of internal turmoil. You know, oh. So that's when Luke just takes his break now. I think it's kind of mid-season, I think, isn't it? And he just chills for a while because he's obviously angry. You don't see him for a while, and it allows the audience to get back in now, like to Jesse's storyline about hope and trying to get Kilgrave. Bang. And then this is where Jessica Jones is having like a little bit of guilt, remorse, because I think this is the first time she's actually remembered killing Reaver, because it seemed like it was hidden. Yeah, all the flashbacks and that. Yeah. The fact that she had that flashback of when she was trying. Kilgrave made her dig up that box with the USB, the pen drive in there, the yellow pen drive, and throughout the whole of that episode, or these 2 episodes, trying to think out like what the hell's on that pen drive, man. Like, why would there be a pen drive buried under concrete, and like and Kilgrave knows about it. It'd been buried before it was concrete, and then they would have renovated and built over it, innit? So I think that was something past. I'm not sure if it pays out in this season, but hopefully definitely in next season 2. Maybe. Because always it's like a year old for me on my refresher. Okay. Hoping for Joel to give me a bit of guidance. He's most fresh and renewed on that season. So this comes up to I think one of my favourite scenes in the show, because I can't remember actually. Does Jessica have a one-shot fight scene in the hallway? No, she has a fight scene in the bar with Luke. There's another fight scene which has a couple of fight scenes, but not like major ones. Yeah. So I don't think there's one shot. I don't think there's any one-shot fight scenes. I think when we get to Daredevil season 2, the one-shot hallway scene comes back, and then that's when I start to think of it as a staple. But I always assumed that it was in every season. But as I said, the highlight scene from this season was when Jess goes to the police to confess, and Kilgrave's already one step ahead. Yeah, dumps my guy's head on the tape. What's his name again? Ruben, and his sister, who, oh my god, her sister was so. She reminds me the feeling I have for for Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Yeah, where he wanted to reach in the screen and was killing. That's how I felt with I can't remember her name, but Ruben's sister. Yeah. Because and then you see the whole situation there where Kilgrave manipulates it all, so he's got all the cops under control, pointing guns at each other. So that And the funny thing is as well is I'm thinking to myself now, okay, so he's got all the cops all under his control, yeah. So I'm thinking now, wait. You don't even realise that till it kind of goes silent and still, and then you get. I think every time Kilgrave pops up, whether it's lighting, a piece of clothing, an item, there's a purple element. Every scene. I didn't notice that. I noticed purple. When I watched my season reviews after watching the season, and I've seen a few people bring it up, I'm like, I noticed that. Then when I went back and rewatched it, I'm like, That's really, really good. You know, the tone and the imagery. It was subtle, but it played a part as well.
I did think like in the police station scene, like I thought when he had them all under control, like, he'd forgotten about the CCTV and that. So I was thinking, oh, okay, you can do what you want now, but when you get off, man, then you can be fucked anyway. But then like,
he was like, yeah,
deleted it, yeah. Oh, okay, bastard.
He's smart.
But yeah, it was very.
Because he's had like years of getting used to
his powers and that. Yeah.
Because as he said, as a kid. Just saying something as a kid and not realising it would happen, and it happens, and like man, I think one of the lines says, I once told a guy to go screw himself. Can you imagine the torture? Like that's why like for some of these lines and the manipulation and the stuff he makes people do, I thought David Tennant was amazing.
He had to because he had to like watch what he said carefully. Because
he had a smarm and a style and a charm to him, whereas if you had someone else. Like,
I don't think if it was an American person would have came off as
maybe good. Not even American, but someone who maybe looked a bit more worn in and grizzled and chiseled. Like say trying to get like the Punisher to play that role.
Oh, flipping John Bernthal.
Yeah. Now he'd probably do a good job, but would it have the same impact as someone like Tennant? Because Tennant, you don't look intimidating. He wears a suit. He's not muscly.
He's not muscly. He's thin. He's got a
clean shaven. He's smart. He speaks
like his British charm and all that kind of stuff. So you think he's
British villains, man.
Yeah. I think British villains, should be a regular thing in
mentioned Tom Hiddleston as well,
Marvel,
okay.
So I think more British, even if not like main British villains, but like a British bad guys, a henchman or something like that.
I mean, I don't want to be like pro Brit and all that, but you don't have to be an actual Brit, but have the British characteristics of someone that's calm and charismatic and carries himself and eloquently spoken and that.
Someone who doesn't seem that intimidating or threatening that at
someone
first.
that doesn't lose the temper all the time as well. Like that's a bad guy that you think you're gonna fear.
Yeah.
So this scene was amazing. I think it was one, if not the favourite scene of the season. Obviously, there's little moments where Jess busts a few wisecracks and stuff like that. But for me, that was awesome. So then he makes Jessica go with him in it. It's like, you need to come back to me, Jess, or all these people are gonna die. Getting that Jess's little sentiment, little heart. Because Jessica's like, she gives zero fucks, but she's not just gonna be like, okay, you can go and kill all these innocent people just so I don't have to come back to you.
Because she needs to know, she still needs proof. So if he killed all them police officers, there'd be no proof anyway. So he needs at least to keep some of them alive.
Yeah. So he takes her back to either his house.
No, it's back to her house where she grew up as a kid, apparently. Which makes me, I'm trying to remember trying to figure out like how did he know like all this stuff?
Well, when he was with her originally back in the day,
that's when you control that. Yeah,
he'd have asked her everything in it. Tell him, because he literally thinks this is what a relationship and love is, and he loves her, but it's not the traditional way of love. So he's having a hard time understanding why Jessica doesn't feel the same way back to him because of all the stuff he does. So like, once again, Kilgrave, what a fucking great villain, and well played by David Tennant for it, and Jessica Jones as well, Krysten Ritter. Like you can see the turmoil in her face throughout of it, like the decisions she has to make, like should I do it, should I do it? It's really
one
good.
of the things where you just think to yourself, like, if you were her, then what would you do?
Exactly, and that's when it puts the audience in her position, and that's when it grabs you into the show.
Especially when she was trying to figure out, like, should I like stay with him just to and try and make him a good guy?
Could I try and turn him if I stay with him?
Because she made him like him save those lives, like hostage situation, isn't it?
The lesser of two evils. Instead of trying to like kill him and get rid of him, maybe
try and like point him in the right direction.
Because if you could turn him, imagine the good you could do.
Like
you said, like someone's about to kill someone. Oh mate, don't kill her.
Yeah.
Put your gun down and go to the cops and confess. Like he'd be the ultimate hero if he was on that side. But he's not.
He's not though. So it's
you see the reasons why. Because as he was there with Jessica, he's trying to explain to her like what happened to him, how he grew up with his powers after he was experimented on by his parents.
Because she's so hard-headed, she's just like, oh my, because he messed up.
She senses a tinge of it. But Jess,
it took him a while though. It wasn't until like he showed her the video of like him as a kid and getting experimented, and that's when she's thinking like, oh okay, so maybe he's not.
And even the stuff he did, like
as bad,
that turned out bad. He didn't intentionally mean, because he's a kid, he didn't know how to control his powers, he didn't know how to do it, and instead of being taught, he was just punished and locked away. And so you can kind of side with him, but you kind of can't. So this is the moment where you're thinking, what's Jessica going to do? But Jess is a bad gal. She's an independent, strong woman. She's not going to be no victim to no man, especially after what had happened previously in her life. All the trauma that he's caused other people, including Patsy and Hope. who Jess is kind of getting a little rapport with now.
Yeah.
She's kind of seen a bit of herself in her from like earlier days. She's like, I don't want Hope to go down for a crime like this. She's already had to kill her parents. That's going to live with her.
And she's always on the Thingy's case as well. Hogarth's case, trying to get into like, yo, come on man, just come on, help
to get this done. So Jess drugs Kilgrave
and
managed to knock him out, so she can then take him back to
that I can't even say the word, but some
hyperbolic chamber
where like
a prison but with glass doors, and it's a secret location. Well. Jess has got him there. She's trying to get him to confess.
That's where like my favorite part of the season, where we had him in that room and interrogation style, because I knew for a fact something big was about to pop off. Then
it was, but I loved the dialogue.
The dialogue was sick. That's what I'm saying. The dialogue was so good.
So good. Like there wasn't a lot of action for like the final 5 minutes. Yeah. Where it kicked off.
That's all you want, man. Like,
but like him trying to persuade his parents like, no, you were like this, Kevin. Blah, blah, blah. The mum kind of softening. The dad being firm. Jess trying to get the answers. Kilgrave being a bit. It all went on.
Even more like he was aware of like a situation where he was in that room. He couldn't like we had the water on the floor as well. So if Jessica pressed the button, then like he gets shocked and that with it, and like he was still like trying to. I still think he was trying to like play them anyway.
Yeah. And he eventually did, because like when he convinces his parents that it was maybe their fault, and to come and convince him, and then they get into the room with him.
Yeah.
But then he says, right, cut your own heart out. That's your mother, fam. Like,
no, that was his dad. He told him to cut his heart out. Was it his dad? Yeah, I think. What did he do with his mum now? I can't even remember.
Because I thought his mum dies, but his dad survives because Jess saves him.
I think he stabs his mum with them scissors or whatever.
Like one for every.
One for every year that you watch away from me, like give yourself a cut or stab yourself.
So she dies, and the dad's told to cut his heart out, but Jess jumps in to save him, and in this process, Kilgrave manages to get away.
But that was all after, like when he managed to convince Hogarth to go in there, or almost go in there anyway, because like she was about to go open the door, because he was saying to Hogarth like, "Yo, I can make your ex-wife sign divorce papers, isn't it?
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want." So coming in now,
because that was actually pretty good as well. Because I think previously, did he not get Hogarth's girlfriend to turn against her and start giving herself a cut? Or give his girlfriend a cut, and then she's trying to cut Hogarth.
Death by 5,000 slices or something like that.
Hogarth comes home and she's trying to start slicing her up. Like, yo, you see Trinity on the retreat. Like Kilgrave's, he's sick.
He's ill, man.
Not only was he controlling Trinity's girlfriend.
Yeah.
But you then learn that he was controlling Malcolm. And Malcolm is the drug addict's neighbour who lives in Jessica's penthouse building. You get to see him, you think, okay, he's down on his luck, but he's got a pretty decent heart. Him and Jessica got a bit of banter. Throughout the season, you begin to like and respect Malcolm. You think he can turn a corner, then you realise that he's been under control
all this time
of Kilgrave. I don't know if it's all, but I'd say for a good chunk. Yeah, and then he was keeping tabs on Jessica, taking pictures of her.
I remember seeing like he had like some pictures of like some of his mum and dad like in happier times, like all nice and clean shaven and all that. He said he was a church boy or something as well. So that's what made me think like, okay, so he's been drug addicted thanks to Kilgrave. So I'm thinking that
Kilgrave controls him, so he can't do anything. So he has to live on the streets. He has to be a drug addict, and it could have been a vicious cycle. So that was good. I mean, it was a shock. I was kind of. I mean, when it came and it was revealed, it wasn't shocking, but that start of that episode, they started to give you hints of that it may be happening. Yeah. So you were kind of feeding yourself with the idea and like, okay, so when he revealed it, I'm like, right, let's see where this goes. Because then they can use the same trope for Luke. And you realise that Kilgrave's controlling Luke as well. And then when Luke and Jessica have their fight.
Yeah, look, I don't think... Before then, I don't think Kilgrave knew about Luke's abilities.
No, I think once Malcolm was tailing Jess and taking pictures, Kilgrave clocked maybe a picture of her and Luke together, got a bit jealous.
Oh, sent texting it, I'm running to your boyfriend, go meet him at the bar and that.
So then she knows and she goes to meet him, then they have their little kick-off, and that's where you get the to the face. Shotgun to the face.
Not a scratch on the guy though, man. Not one scratch on the guy.
And I think, so he's knocked out, but he's not dead. He's unconscious. And this is where we get now our Marvel Netflix Fred, and we get Claire Temple, Rosario, Dawson.
Yeah, future ex-wife.
And then I'm sure this is where you start to see a bit of coffee between Luke.
I thought that Luke
and Rosario.
Claire. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking that might happen. I'm still thinking that might happen, man.
Yeah,
because Luke's got like
because her and Jess now, it's pure sexual attraction. but I don't think they can be an item because of the history and what's going on and stuff like that. I think they'll still remain really close, really friends, and there'll be a lot of flirtation between them.
Kind of the same thing with her and Daredevil, because I think they were together at the time, but now she's like, I can't be with a hero.
Rosario probably had more feelings for Daredevil than Luke,
because he was the first one, wasn't he?
And Jess do. I think theirs is the actual sexual attraction, and the fact that they both got that power, they can both fully unleash and superhero sex. So that was good. Obviously Rosario came back, you get that introduction, and Jess is now trying to figure out a plan to go and meet Kilgrave to try and end it all once and for all. Because she's had a conversation with Patsy about, this is what I need to do, this is what I've got to do. Obviously Hogarth's been trying to do her part. We need to help Hope get free and resolve this issue so we don't bother anyone ever again. And then I think she goes, I don't know, is it on a street or a pier?
She goes to a pier.
She goes to meet him, but she's walking through where people who Kilgrave have actually got control. And you're thinking, what's Jess going to do? Is she sacrificing herself now to be with Kilgrave forever, so that they can go off and disappear and leave?
But then like his sister was there as well. Well, his sister had like some headphones on it, so like she couldn't hear him.
Patsy.
Yeah, Patsy. Then like there's a massive fight in that between other people. Patsy gets involved in the fight and gets her headphones knocked off. And then so
she went there with a plan, like not to. If you have the headphones on, then you can't hear him. We're good. But headphones knocked off, then Kilgrave controls her. And if Kilgrave, imagine using like Patsy, like, you know, if you don't join me, I'm going to tell Patsy to kill herself.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
What
I think
would you
that
do?
was it, innit? Yeah, because like,
something like that. Used the emotional turmoil against her with like her best friend, and you're thinking, what's Jess going to do? And she gets right up to him. She's slowly walking through all this, like she's come to him, like, you think, oh, Jess, what are you going to do?
That was, because that was when like she goes like, oh yeah, you're actually going to let your sister come to me. That means you really do care, I really do control you. Come to me. Like,
come.
Smile for me.
Smile. Yeah. Like, because that's what he likes, and he likes Jessica's smile, like that's what you first
that is a
love
nice
with.
smile, man. She's got a really nice smile.
And because at this time he's talking to her, Jessica. I don't think Jessica's talking back, but
Jessica, you seem like
just understanding.
Just understanding it now. Yeah, you understand me now. And that smile, give me a smile. She smiles.
She's just in a smile, and then
like, gripped him by the neck. Which I thought at first when she gripped him, I thought Kevin was going to say like, okay, put me down now and like the pin on, kill yourself and that, but nah.
Yeah.
Smile for me.
Next that General Zod moment, Superman
snapped off,
and you realise at this point that Jess earbuds, smart, very smart, not headphones that can get knocked off, earbuds so you can't see it and know. So this was a nice like twist and reveal moment which I enjoyed.
One thing,
I think the next snap, along with the police station, were my two highlights.
Okay.
Obviously, Luke Cage introduction, him saying "Sweet Christmas," superhero sex, Claire Temple coming back. Patsy as Jessica's little sister, who I think in the comics eventually becomes Hellcat.
Oh, okay.
And I believe at the end of the season, doesn't Patsy want to learn to defend herself and picks up a little token, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh fuck! What was it now?
To train or do some martial arts.
She's left to train to do some martial arts. I can't remember what it was. I saw I was watching this morning as well. I
might be getting slightly confused with Iron Fist though, so I'm not going to go too deep in case I spoil something. But yeah, so you think, okay, so you can see the little drips that they're feeding that way. She might become Hellcat as Jesse's little sidekick. Jess, obviously you see the little thing with Nuke as well. He's still around. In season 2, he might come back fully strong, maybe as an antagonist villain.
I think he will come back because I think the guys from IAG and the Dr. Carlson, whatever his name is, they're going to come after him. Yeah.
I
think that you see more of them in season 2. I'm thinking, I'm predicting.
So yeah, I enjoyed the season. Obviously, as you mentioned at the start of the video, it wasn't like amazingly awesome and epic because it's a dark and heartfelt story based on some traumatic events.
It's a slow burner, I'd call it. For me,
it's not bad though. That's what a lot of people when you say, oh, it's not as good as Daredevil, you think, oh, it's not worth a watch then. But it's really good. Obviously, the stuff in here builds up the character arc and elements and relationships between her, Luke Cage, and Hogarth going forward in the seasons, which pays out really good in Luke Cage and Daredevil's. Defenders especially.
Yeah, I think because season 1 was sort of like a slow burner, so I think season 2 will be like a little bit more action packed, but with I think a bit more action, but still more of the drama and grittiness as in the first one.
I think it'll kind of get back to a more traditional template where you're going to think Jessica's going to go and try and uncover some secrets. There'll be a big reveal and she'll have an enemy along the way.
Yeah.
Whereas with the first season, it it was more like it's too dark. But the villain was a bit dark and sadistic for you to like enjoy in that. But I did. I enjoyed Tennant. I enjoyed Kilgrave.
He made the season for me.
Krysten, Ritter, David Tennant, Mike Colter,
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah, well done. Obviously, you had supporting roles from all of them. Special mention to Malcolm, which was Darville or Darville. I thought he really did well in this role, so I wanted to give a little special shout out to him.
His character was like really, really believable. I think more so than a lot of the, no disrespect to anyone else in the show, but I think his character was more believable than a lot of the.
Yeah, I think Patsy's probably a paint by numbers type of blonde sidekick.
Yeah,
but I think Hope, Erin, Moriarty, well done. You didn't have much screen time. A lot of it you were just being traumatic, screaming and crying, but it never got annoying for me. There's a lot of times where you see that typical, stereotypical blonde on screen crying and screaming, and you think, too loud. Let me turn it over. But I actually felt for her in those moments when she was portraying that emotion and angst, and I thought she did a really good role.
Oh, quick shout out as well to I don't know, I can't remember the character's name or the name of the actress who played it, but Ruben's sister. I think anyone who makes me physically hate that character as much as I do, that's a testament to their acting skills, man. Because I think like she played that character so well and so annoyingly well that I just think, it's one of the people that like you love to hate. That's why I put down to you love to hate. So shout out to her as well. I think she did really well.
Overall, I think cast was good. Definitely good quality. The performances they delivered. Maybe Nuke Will Simpson was slightly below the average, but he didn't have much to do apart from try and come across as like a dickhead. Dickhead cop who was thirsty for some of that in sweet walls and he's trying to get him killed. Yeah, he was just headstrong, wanting to do his own thing in it. But I enjoyed the season. I did like it. It made me look forward to the one that was coming next, which was Daredevil season 2. I'm looking forward to Jessica Jones season 2. Drops 8th of March on Netflix this month, so I'm gonna binge watch that.
Yeah,
I think you'll have to wait until you get caught up.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to. Like I said before, again, I was up and down with Jessica Jones, so I'm not too excited to watch the second season. I will watch some of the second season to see how I feel about it. But the first season was okay. I give it like a
started
7
good.
out of 10.
I was enjoying it. Yeah. Then it's steady lull. Then it finished on a high. Yeah. So for me, I don't think it ever dipped. It went up. It just stayed the same for me. Maybe 1 or 2 episodes longer than what you wanted it to. But obviously this character's nowhere near as known as Luke Cage, even Iron Fist, and definitely not Daredevil. Like, she was probably the most unknown out of all 4. Plus, she was a female, trying to do a female-led solo superhero series on TV and still get it up to the quality of Netflix's Marvel's Daredevil.
Yeah, that's good. That is.
I think they did enjoy her in Daredevils. Keep an eye out. Her and Matt in Defenders together. The interactions, bro. Keep an eye out because like there's a lot of partnerships that go on because you have Heroes for Hire with Luke and Danny.
Okay. So is it like I'm going to say like him asking something about Daredevil 2, but that's going to be like a bit of a spoiler thing.
That'll be a couple of weeks, bro. Yeah. So as soon as you catch up. For now, that's the Jessica Jones season 1 review video. Yeah. Obviously, season 2 is going to be dropping on Netflix soon. I'm going to be watching that. But next in line for JD will be Daredevil season 2. We'll have that review and synopsis breakdown coming up. Hopefully by either the end of March, start of April, ready for you. But we'll try and keep in concise movement with doing 1 review, hopefully every month up until we're up to date for Daredevil 3 this year.
Is it late this year, Daredevil 3?
I think we get 3 Marvel Netflix shows this year. Jessica Jones, Luke 2, and then Daredevil 3.
Okay.
All this year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I didn't know that at all. I was thinking, okay, so there's that much in this year.
In the meantime, if you aren't caught up, go and check out Netflix. They've got all these shows still on there for you to watch. Hit up JD Virtue on YouTube for all of his reviews, video reactions and trailers. Hit up ThatDoubleDTeam in the comments, like section, share, subscribe, tell your friends, come back for more. We'll have plenty of videos soon. Deuce.
Peace.